Yo, so many freebies. Okay, so there's a total of 7 jar of Picrasma candies, which is 120 activeness per bottle, per jar. So save. Okay, just save everything for the upcoming 1.1 event. Now, also do take note that the mail will remain valid for 7 days. These jars, they will remain valid for 12 days. Okay, so I got a couple of comments saying that we are not going to be able to save all these for the event that is coming up, but that is just simply not true. All these jars, they do last for 12 days. Let me show you. Okay, so check out over here, right? So I have 6 and it lasts for another 9 more days. So I think it's probably like 12 or is it like 11, something like that. But anyway, just save all of it, all right? Okay, so for today's video, let's take a look at the wilderness, and this is probably the most important thing that you need to upgrade right now because we want to conserve a lot of our resources before the 1.1 event comes. But before that, we still have natural regeneration of your activeness, and what I would recommend for you is to just upgrade everything over here with regards to your wilderness. So you can see over here that my dust bell towers, they have been charging up for the a good part of the day, 54%, and the Sharpodonty market as well. You can see that I am getting in a fair bit of resources, right? So don't care too much about the Sharpodonty here. What's mostly important, I think, is the dust coming from the dust bell tower. So right now at 6 stars and whatever Vigor level that I have, and we're going to investigate what Vigor does as well because it says plus 34% resource output. It's not super clear what this is all about. So I'm actually going to unload all of my islands in just a little bit, all right? So right now with 1,220 something Vigor, we are able to produce dust at a rate of 45 dust every 10 minutes for a total of 5,400 total dust collection within the entire span of like 20 hours, which means that if we multiply this by 3, we are going to expect about 16,200 dust every 20 hours or so. Now, on the other hand, we also have the Sharpodonty market, and let's see what this is all about. So I have also raised everything up to 6 stars, yes. So it only stores a maximum of 2,400. For some reason, this is like less efficient. I'm not sure whether this is less efficient, but it's like, I don't understand why the quantity is so low. But okay, that is entirely cool because we are always in a shortage of dust. Anyway, for a total of 2,400 stored over about the same period of about 20 hours, we get 20 Sharpodonty every 10 minutes times 3 basically over here, right? For a grand total of 7,200 Sharpodonties over a span of 20 hours. Now, why this is so important, and I'll give you like the full stats and all that. I haven't actually drafted anything. You can see it's completely blank. But don't worry, I'll do that after unloading my islands. So let's take a look at the Pussy, for example. What can we obtain? We can obtain 12,500 dust using 25 stamina, right? And let's do some quick math over here. So let's say 12,500 dust divided by the 20 activeness, right? That would be 500 dust per activeness. Now, if we went to take a look at the dust bell tower again, I think it was about 17,000. So let's say 17,000, right? Let's just round it down a little bit. Divide that by 500 dust per stamina. We are going to calculate this to be 34 stamina worth, it's like literally just free 34 stamina every 20 hours. You can think of it that way, right? Because for the most part, we need to grind the Pussy so many times. We need to do so much work, put in so much effort just to level up our characters. And I'm sure by now we can all agree that this is just too much of a stamina sink. So we absolutely need to make use of the wilderness. It is a must-have. Now, on the other hand, let's take a look at the Mintage Aesthetics here. So I think we get about 7,200 Sharpodonties every 20 hours, right? Which is less than 1 run here. So actually, the Mintage Aesthetics is more stamina efficient as opposed to doing the Pussy itself. So that's kind of interesting, right? So let's do some quick math here. 9,000 Sharpodonties divided by 25 stamina. I'm just going to call it stamina, right? It's a lot easier. 360 Sharpodonties per stamina. And if we get 7,200 Sharpodonties every 20 hours via the wilderness, that would be 20 stamina worth of Sharpodonty. So essentially 1 stamina every hour. If you think about it that way, right? It's essentially 1 free stamina every single hour. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much, but it adds up because this is just automatically generating all the time. You don't even need to think about it. You don't even need to log in. It's always generating. So this is like your AFK resources. But let's move a little bit further and explore a little bit more about the wilderness and whether does it make sense for you to grind so hard for the Vigor level over here. You can see that right now I have plus 34%. So let's go ahead and remove all our islands. Actually, wait, let's just collect all these resources first. Okay, and now let's edit our wilderness and remove everything. So we can do it by clicking the reset here. Big rip, big rip. All my effort gone to waste. Oh my god. Okay, so now we have effectively, I think, 0 Vigor, right? Let's take a look. New changes saved. We have 48 Vigor. Okay, so resource output is 0%, right? So let's take a look at the dust bell tower, for example. What is the difference right now? Okay, so in terms of the total time, it's about the same. In terms of the dust, per minute, it's also the same. The storage capacity as well is also the same. So because everything here is still the same, that means this will not take into consideration how much or how effective your Vigor is at any one time. So this Vigor would be an additional final multiplier to whatever resources that we're going to obtain. So when I was able to push this all the way to plus 34%, what that really meant is effectively if I were getting 34 free stamina via the Dust Bell Tower, right, the equivalent of 34 stamina, that will be increased by another 10 or so. And on top of that, we also have the Sharpodonties, which is also going to increase by another 35% from 20 to 27, yes, I got that right, 27 stamina every single day. So we add all of that up, that is about a total of 80 plus stamina for free that we don't need to farm because we have the wilderness over here. That's why it's so important for you to build on the wilderness, to expand on it, and to buy the relevant buildings that will increase your Vigor so that you increase the output level over here. So I hope that's clear, but anyway, let's take a look at some numbers. Okay, so you can see that everything is blank, but with the power of editing, 3, 2, 1... Wait, what happened? What happened? Alright, and here we have the spreadsheet with all the information that we can acquire based on maybe the maximum amount of Vigor that we can have right now, which is about 34%. But before we get into that, let's take a look at what my island looks like right now. So I destroyed my entire island just to make this video, and if you are still not subscribed, then how do you sleep at night? Okay, so let's get right down into the details. Okay, so we are taking a look at the Dust Bell Tower first, and you can see that we generate 4.5 dust per minute, as you can see here, right? Don't care too much about the cap, don't care too much about how long it takes for this to fill up. It's not important at all. So on the left, we have the Pussy 6. Dust per clear is going to be 12,500, as you can see here. And the activeness per clear would be 25, which means 500 dust is worth 1 activeness. Now, on the right side, we have the Dust Bell Tower at 6 stars. So dust per minute would be 4.5, and that means dust per day would be 6,480, which is a grand total if you multiply it by 3 because we have 3 queues here. That would be 19,440 dust per day for free. And using this dust per activeness over here to just get an idea of how valuable dust is, we have essentially a free activeness of 39 per day. So this 39 activeness that you would have been using to upgrade your characters by doing like the Pussy 6 for example, you no longer need to do that because you have it via the Dust Bell Tower instead for free, an AFK generating machine. And that is just the Dust Bell Tower. Let's take a look at the next one, which is the Sharpodonty market. So same thing, Mintage Aesthetics 6. Sharpodonties per clear would be 9,000, activeness per clear would be 25, and therefore not dust here, but Sharpodonty. So 360 Sharpodonties is worth 1 single activeness. Now let's take a look at the Sharpodonty market on the right. So at 6 stars, you gain a total of 2 Sharpodonties per minute, which is 2,880 Sharpodonties per day. And if you multiply this by 3 times, because you have 3 different queues here, that would be 8,640 Sharpodonties per day for free, which is equivalently, going by this rate over here, that would be 24 free activeness per day just by having this Sharpodonty market exist. Just by it sitting there, that is generating 24 free activeness every single day for you. But all of these were before Vigor bonuses. Before! Okay, so let's take a look at what happens after we include Vigor bonuses. So right now I have my Vigor, somehow I pushed it up to 1,274, but it's still at 34% resource output. So yeah, it's still the same. Now these information over here can be found on top. So this is just a summary. But if we include Vigor bonuses, as you can see here, that will actually multiply all of our gains up here by 1.34 to get 52 free activeness per day. And that is just for the Dust Bell Tower. And what about the Sharpodonty market? We will then get 32 free activeness worth of Sharpodonties via the Sharpodonty market every single day. So in total, you add 52 with 32, that will be 84 activeness per day for free. So the difference between someone who has no wilderness investment and someone who has wilderness investment is that every single day you are getting 84 free activeness worth of stuff, which is then translated to 84 times 6 divided by 60, which is about 8.4 extra hours per day in your life, which is from 24 hours per day right now, you have effectively 32.4 hours every single day. That is insane, dude. That is so freaking important. You have an additional 30% activeness just like that. It's free. Okay, I'm rambling a little bit. But anyway, you get the idea, right? So definitely max out your wilderness right now, especially since we have nothing much that I would recommend you to do right now before the 1.1 update drops very soon, like next week. So right now, just grind away and make sure that your wilderness is capped out. Make sure that everything is at 6 stars. And when that is done, then you can rest. But before that, if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Reverse 999 content. Now with that said, this has been Dairy Free to Play. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Hey brother, come on lah, subscribe now lah, please.